Okay, hi everybody. So today we're going to make the glow-in-the-dark fireflies. Okay, and the camera is in the back of the classroom, but I can watch you paint this way. So if I go too fast, I can see right away I'm going too fast. Or if I don't explain something, hi, I see you. If I don't explain something, I can see right away that while you're doing it, it's like, oh, I need to say that better because nobody's doing that right. I must have said that wrong, and it lets me have another chance. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna do it. Each one of these objects is a different understanding. So you're like, I don't know how to paint this. And I'm like, I know you don't. You haven't done it yet. Just wait till we do it. Remember, push up sleeves, isosceles sleeves, push up your sleeves. It's real paint and will not come out. Okay, no sleeveys. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna put the stars on there first. Look at my stars in my background. They're little specks. They're little dots, right? Well, you know how we make those? We're gonna find our white paint, obviously, white stars, right? And find your white paint and open it. Hello, like that. Find my white paint. And then I find my blue paintbrush that I already lost. Did it get lost inside my, it did. It's inside my napkins. Where'd it go? There, it was in my napkin. And I get but I'm not gonna use my paintbrush, the fluffy part. I'm not going to use that. You know why? When I make stars, it will go like this and make a disgusting like the no. But if I turn it upside down, look, I can use my stick. And it will make one little speck. And I just go straight ahead and go dot, right? I just go and speck, and with my stick, it'll make a little dot out of white paint, and it'll look like stars. But do stars go in a straight line? No. They are kind of scared of each other and they jump around. Okay, so I'm gonna get my white paint, and I don't have to stab it hard. I just get some on the end. I just touch it. Oh, now I got some. Now you do it. Get your white paint. Look, not the fluffy part. That is incorrect. Not the brush. We're using the stick. Right? The stick. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to put some, and I do it until I run out of paint, but you can't do it fast because they'll look like dashes. So I get the stick, not the paintbrush, and I go one. Oh, it's so big. It's nice and bright. Wait, then I'm going to do a second one, but it's farther away. Oh, and then I'm scared of that one. Oh, and I'm scared of that one. Oh, and I keep doing it, and all of a sudden I run out of paint. It's invisible. Well, that one must be very, very, very far away because I ran out of paint. But look at my paintbrush. It looks like there's paint on it, but there's only paint on the sides. There's no more left on the end. So I get more paint. And I'll just hold my cup. And I get a little tiny bit more. And I go, okay, let me make more. So I'll start somewhere else. Doink. Then another one far away, far away, far away. Far away. Oh, I ran out of paint. Still looks like paint, but no, there's none on the end. So I get another poke of white, poke, ah! And I go, poke, oh, look I'm getting more. But they're scared of each other. They're not in a row. You're painting. Start making your dots. Wait, hold it straight. Look how I'm holding it with a pinch so that I could be straight ahead. Straight ahead. I can't hold it to the side. Look, it'll make a weird. Oh, what is that? Oh no! You know what? I'll put a firefly on that, and no one will know. Okay. Now I get my. Oh, okay. More stars. Oh, you know who's jealous? The other side of the moon over here didn't get any stars yet. I'm gonna get some. Okay, so on the other side of the moon, I put some. Cute, right? Look at me. Look at the camera. I mean, look at the screen. I'm using my stick, and I'm going one little dot only. Do not scribble. Do not use your brush. I haven't used my brush yet. I'm using the stick, and I touch the paint like this. Touch, and I put a dot. Okay, teachers, make sure you're walking around and making suggestions. No sitting. Okay, poke, poke, poke. Oh, and then near the edges is jealous. Oh, the near the top didn't get any. On this, let me get more. On this side, look, do not use your paintbrush. Teachers walk around and find people using their paintbrush. I can see them. We're using our stick, right? And I just go poke, poke, and then near the edges didn't get any. Poke, poke, poke. Okay. Oh, who got a bunch? Using our stick. And far, far away from each other, they're very afraid. They said, oh, not nearby each other. They're very afraid. We get, it only goes like this. I get paint and it goes 1, 2, 3, more paint. 1, 2, 3, more paint. Ooh, the top. Did you put some on the top? Is the tip top jealous? No, put some way up there. On the side. They get jealous. Okay. Do you like mine? Want to see something weird? Because I'm human, look what I did. When I finished, they're all exactly 3 fingers apart. How come I did that? Because I've been in school for a long time and they teach you to put all your letters evenly spaced apart, and even this long later, I'm still trying to make things all evenly spaced apart. It's my humanness. It's my parents' fault because they were humans, but that is a weird human trick that we do. Good job. Who's got an oopsie on theirs? Who made a smear like me? Oh no, I ruined it. Watch. What can we put on top to hide any oopsies? What if we just put one of our fireflies on an ugly spot? Are we going to protect these stars? No. We can put fireflies right on top of the stars. The stars are far away. These are close, so they go on top of the stars. So you go, oh no, I've made an oopsie. I'm going to put a firefly on that. I don't care. And I got to clean my stick. I'm going to get it all over my hands if I don't clean it. So this is our first time cleaning. And we get one paper towel and we open it like this. And we just put our dirty part of our paintbrush right inside there and fold it over. Pinch! Squeeze. All clean. Oh, mine's dried on there. That's how long it was on there. Pinchy, pinchy, pinchy. There. At least it's dry. Okay. And then I can save this one napkin and do it a whole bunch more times. Right? Every color, I can give it a pinch. Okay? Now I'm going to put this blue paintbrush down and save it for later because I would like to use the big yellow one. Can you find the yellow one? Hello! There's my yellow one, way bigger, and she's super soft. Super soft. It's a real paintbrush. These are fancy paintbrushes, so if you don't throw them away, these are about $5 each. If you rinse them very, very good, these are the same paintbrush you make flowers and leaves out of. So they're not trashes. These ones are from the dollar store. Nobody cares. But these ones are actually very nice. So washy, washy, keepy, keepy. Okay? So we're going to paint our moon, and the theme of this painting is a spiral, right? So we're going to paint it all the way blue, right? We're going to paint it blue, but in a spiral, okay? Because look, these are spirals too. Do you know the difference between a spiral and a circle? I'll show you. Where's my black marker? There it is. But I go like this, watch. I'll show you. Everybody watch. Don't look away. Okay. So this is a circle. I'm very boring. And then I would just go round and round and round and round like I don't care. That's not. With this theme of this painting is a spiral. Watch this. None of the lines touch each other. A spiral goes like this. Smaller, 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 smaller. Or I could go the other way. Some people like this way. Small, around that one, around that one, around that one, around that one. Right? That's a more interesting pattern than a scribble. Nobody likes a scribble. Very uninteresting. So watch. Oh, it's a spiral. And then as I learn it on the moon, then when I try to do it tiny, it makes more sense. So I'm learning on the moon to do it in my tiny fireflies. Okay, you guys ready? I'll show you. We'll practice. We'll practice together, okay? So find your super dark blue. Mine's on the end because I did mine in rainbow order. There's blue. I find it. And I take the lid off my blue. Hello, blue. Smells like paint. Right? And I get my blue. And I get my big yellow paintbrush because when I smash it, look at, she gets really big. So if I smash hard, this is actually a big paintbrush. If I do it really tiny, she'll just be on the teeny tiny tip. But no, I'm going to smash my paintbrush. And I'm going to get a lot of paint. I want this thing really, really wet with blue paint because we're going to add white to it and decorate it. But first it has to be super dark blue. But I'm going to get a big scoop of blue paint. Watch me. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm telling the truth. Okay, watch. I get a scoop. Oh, 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 look, I know. It's a lot. Now you get a lot. Scoop it. I know. And don't copy your neighbor if they don't know what they're doing. Copy me. Okay? So now I'm going to go like this and swoosh it and say goodbye to that pencil. I don't want to look at that pencil anymore. So I just go bye pencil. Oh, let me get up close so you can see more better. And mine's on a silver Sharpie, so mine's going to look a little different than yours. But I go bye, smoosh. Oh, that's as far as it lasted and I ran out of paint. I have to get more paint. I know. Don't scribble. You're out of paint. Get more paint. And then go, okay, keep going. And then that's as far as I got, and I already ran out of paint. So annoying. So I get another giant scoop of paint. Scoop. Right? And then, oh, more pencil. Smash. You can stand up. If it's more efficient for you, I recommend it. We could sit down for the other parts. And then, whee! And then I ran out. Okay, more paint. It's not your fault. It's because this paintbrush can only hold a little bit of paint at a time, right? And then finish. Oh, I made it all the way around. Whee! Who did it? Is yours as bright as mine? Put more paint. I know. Okay, now we're going to try to do a spiral, not a circle. And this is just to learn for my fireflies, right? It's a moon. Nobody cares. But we're learning spirals so we have interesting fireflies. So now I'm going to get, so watch this. I'll get a humongous scoop. I know. It seems like too much, but it's not. You're jealous of me. Look it. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Don't drop it. Don't drop. Okay. Now I'm going to make a spiral. Watch this. So I land in the middle. And I go around that. And then I go around that. And then I go around that one. And then I go around that one. And then oh wait, okay. That's a spiral. Is it perfect? No, it can't be perfect because I'm human and I'm made out of gooey blood and bones and stuff. So I can't make a smooth line like a computer, but it's still swirly. It's still funner to look at than a circle. So do I scribble side to side? It might be faster, but it won't be pretty. But look, I have tons more black left. Let's fill it in. So I'm going to get more blue. I know, let's get rid of all the black. So I get another scoop, and let's do more spiral. Oh, look at that big glob of blue I got. That's okay, I'll smash it in. Now, maybe I go from the outside, smash, smash, and go around, and then smaller, 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 smaller. Now you do it. How much paint are you using? You can get a lot. Mine is way brighter than yours. Use more paint. don't be scared of your paint. All that entire cup of paint is for you right now. What are you going to do with it tomorrow? Nothing. It goes in the garbage. So use lots of paint. I still have black showing. I'm going to get more paint. I'm going to get more paint. Watch. Another scoop. Now I'm going to try to find, I'm going to drive my car, my little paintbrush on anything that's black. Bye. 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 Get rid of that black and that black and that black. Oh, get bye. Bye. But I make it in spirals. Bye. 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 Okay. Smoosh. 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 Smush. But everybody pause and look up. Let me show you. Uh-oh, I went away. Okay, now I'm going to go, look at, this is wrong. I cannot go like this. Circle, 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 circles. No, it's not made out of curly hair. That's no. Watch, watch, everybody pause and look up. Look, do not make it out of curls. No, it's a spiral. Stop painting. I go from the middle and I go bigger, 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 bigger. Or I can go smaller, 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 smaller. It's a pattern. Now you do it. Make sure there's no black showing. Good job. Now I gotta clean my paintbrush. And I'm making a spiral, a spiral, a spiral, a spiral, a spiral. Not a scribble. That's the wrong texture. And it's not interesting. I seen babies scribble. And nobody looks at a scribble painting and goes, oh, how pretty. Nobody cares. Okay, now watch. Now I'm gonna clear. I would like to get some white paint. Isn't mine brighter? Look at mine. How did I make my blue brighter? A little tiny bit of white. But there's blue paint on my paintbrush. And if I stick this dirty paintbrush in my white, it'll ruin all my white. So I'm going to get my paper towel that I was already using and put my paintbrush in it and fold it over. And I'm going to pinch it. I'm going to squeeze it really hard and get all the paint out. Now look where the paint ended up. Wait, let me try one more time. I fold it over. And I pinch it, and I squeeze it really hard and get the paint out. And look, no paint left. No paint. I came out in my napkin. I used a little pinchy pinch. It squeezed out. That's why I don't have to use water, because I just squeeze it out with a napkin. And then I just set my napkin to the side, because look at all this white space. I can keep doing this, right? I can use this napkin again. Okay, now I need some white. Can you find your white again? And we're not going to put white on everything. We need a white spiral. We just need to turn on the light a little bit. So I'm going to stab my white paint. Everybody look at me. Stab. Poke. And then everybody look. I'm going to drop it off around my spiral in little dashes. So look at me. Ew, ew, get off my paintbrush. Please get off my paintbrush now. Get off, get off. Ew, okay. Am I going to leave it like that? Because that looks bad. And I go around and around and all the way to the tiny middle, to her belly button, right? And that's all the white I need. Because how do you make 3D? To make 3D, I need dark pieces, medium pieces, and light pieces. My dark is any black or blue that doesn't get any white. That's okay. And then I make medium, which is blue and white. But what if I have strings of white? Extra shiny. So now we're going to make our spiral again, but this one counts. So all that blue was practice. Watch this. Everybody pause and look up. Watch me. I'm going to go all the way to the top, and I'm going to make my spiral, and none of my lines touch each other. They're scared of each other. I smash. Oh, and I go around. All right. And I might hit a dot, and I might not. It's none of my business. Keep watching. Oh, and then I go inside of that. Oh, I hit a dot. Oh, I made a streak. And then I keep going, nothing. No, it's just blue. And then I keep, oh, then I hit a white piece. Now it's super bright, but have I picked up my paintbrush? I'm not picking up my paintbrush. I'm making a spiral, and it keeps getting smaller. And I might hit a white spot, and I might not, and it's none of my business. I keep going around, and I'm getting smaller, and smaller. And I ran out. Oh, look it. I have dark pieces that didn't get any white. I have white pieces. I have medium pieces. That's so much interesting to look at than a just scribbly gumball. Look at my spiral. I gave it permission to do that. I gave it permission to look like that. I didn't feel like I needed to touch everything. I just made a spiral. So teachers walk around and make sure they understand a spiral. That we go smaller and smaller and smaller. And I just let my paintbrush run out of paint if it wants to. And then I land in the middle. Everybody look up at the screen. I see many people who aren't doing this. Look at me. You have to turn those dashes into a spiral. You haven't finished yet. All I see is dashes. You need to spiral. Where's my teachers? Spiral, spiral. Keep spinning. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh, there you go. That's right. I didn't pick up my paintbrush. I don't want to see dashes. I want to see a spiral. And I have dark pieces, medium pieces, and white pieces. Thank you, teachers. Excellent jobs. You're just pointing out things, making suggestions. This is a very young group, so they need lots and lots of support. Okay, now guess what's in my paintbrush right now? After I'm finished, I have a little bit of powder left on my paint. It's not very much paint, but watch. What if I went out just around my little circle and put some powder? Watch this. Everybody pause and look up. Wee, 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 wee. I'm just going to put a bit, go outside the circle and put some powder. Oh, it's like dirt. I'm making a dirty sky. Swirly, 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 powder, powder, powder. And I give my dry paintbrush permission to make a dirty little fuzz. It's a glowing moon. Wee, wee. It was just what was left on my paintbrush. I didn't get more paint. I just gave it permission to make like this fuzzy, dirty business because it's a glowing moon. So did I scribble? No, just go around and just wipe off whatever's left on your paintbrush. It's furry because it's so dry. Look at how dry mine is. When I went past, I just put some dry business. Dry. It's dry because my paintbrush is dry, but it looks really pretty, like glowy fuzz, like fog, like mist. It's just what's left over on my paintbrush. Nice job. Look at how clever you are. And remember, the paint will wash our hands at the end. We do not wash our hands until the end of the painting because we're going to get little specks of paint, but it comes off with water later. Okay? We do not wash our hands. Okay? Now I'm gonna clean my paintbrush because I have paint on me, and I don't want that on there anymore. Oh, where's my paper towel that I was using? That's what I wanted. And then I just go, pinch, get off my paintbrush. Okay, I got it off. And I'm just gonna put this yellow paintbrush on the tablecloth like this. Goodbye. And I set it down. Because am I finished with my awesome moon? No, that was just the moon glow. Look what's in the middle. I know, it's a real moon. And it's like 3 fingers big and it's white, but it gets blue in it because the paint's wet, right? So they kind of make baby blue. But it's 3 fingers right in the middle, but I don't use a paintbrush. I'm gonna use my finger. How come I use my finger? Because my finger is very smooth and flat and it makes a very beautiful moon. So I'm going to put your paintbrush down and find your paint because we get to use our finger. It'll just wipe off. We'll wash it later, right? But we wipe off the extra. So I'm going to touch my white paint and I just go poke. Right? And then I want to put it in the middle. But you go like this and make 3 fingers with your other hand. Because how big is it? Look, I'm not using my paintbrush. I'm using my finger. It's 3 fingers. Oh, it's that big. Okay. So you can't make a circle because we're not good at it, right? But we know what we know how to make? A rainbow and a smile. Watch this. There it is, 3 fingers big. Rainbow. Okay, that's good. And then a smile. Oh, I ran out of paint. I just get a poke more with my finger. Poke. And then I go, okay, now I can make my smile. So it's a smile shape. Everybody knows how to draw a smile, right? Because we make happy faces. A smile and a rainbow. But you know why we don't try to draw a circle? Because it will come out messed up. So do not make a circle. It'll look like an egg. It'll look all funky, right? So, but you know what you know how to do? A perfect rainbow, because you've been alive this long, and you know how to do a smile. Well, a rainbow and a smile makes a circle. And now, whatever's left on my finger, now I can spin it in and make a white moon. Hello, 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 hello. And I just stay inside the lines. Now I have a pretty baby blue belly for my moon. And teachers, if they can't quite understand it, you're welcome to wet your finger and help them with a little moon, just to help them get that outside shape. You can do it for them. Yeah, that's a little moon. And then they go, oh, of course, as soon as they see it. And then, you know what? If you want to know if it's big enough, look, if I put my 3 fingers over it, yeah, it's bigger than 3 fingers. It just can't be smaller than 3 fingers, or it looks like a baby moon. It's not supposed to be a baby moon. So I go, yeah, it's at least 3 fingers. 3 fingers fit inside. Okay. Ew, there's paint on my finger. What do I do? I just use a napkin. Who cares? There. And then a little bit of paint is on my finger, but we'll wash it off at the end. It feels dry after you wipe it off, and it feels funny, but it will come off. Okay? Now guess what we get to do? Now that we understand, who understands a spiral? We do. How come? Because we made one. Remember when I showed you this? When I showed you the paper plate? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. When I showed you the paper plate and you were like, what is she talking about? And then you did it and you went, oh, I know what she means. Okay. Because look at, this is what, now that we practice big, now we can make these fireflies. Okay, and they're spirals. So we start with one color, like this one is red, but I'm not going to let it stay red. I paint a red spiral, then I get a teeny tiny bit of white and make a tiny little spiral. It looks like 3. I just go loop-de-loop, done. And then I don't mix it in anymore because I would like some dark red, some pink, and some white pieces, so I can't spin it together. Okay, I'm not mixing pink, white, and red. I'm not. So the red ones are going to be your ugliest ones. Do you know why? Because they're your first ones. And you don't know how to do it. So, oh well, we'll learn on the red ones. So can you find your red paint? And take the lid off. Ta-da! And then, since these are little, can we switch to our little blue paintbrush? Because look how little it is. It's going to make nice, tiny little fireflies. We don't have fireflies in California, huh? It's too hot here. Fireflies live where it's warm and wet. So we don't have them. Okay? So we're going to do these fireflies and they fly away. They were stuck in a jar, but they're flying away. So I'm going to put 2 of a color inside my jar. 2 are trapped still. And then 5 fly away, but they don't go in a straight line. Just like stars, they're scared of each other, so they go hop, 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 but they're all trying to get to this corner and run away, okay? And my fireflies are 1 fingerprint big. How come we have to make them 1 fingerprint big? Because we have to put so many. If we make them big, we'll run out of space, okay? So find your little tiny blue paintbrush and your red paint, and we'll try making 1. Let's see how it looks, all right? Oh, we'll make 2. We'll make the ones in the jar. So I can stab my red paint because this tiny paintbrush can only get so much paint. So I just go poke, And look at, that's, no matter what, that's all the paint that she can hold. No matter how hard I stab, she can't get more than that. So I just give it a poke. Okay, and then, ooh, let's put our fingerprint in our jar. And then stare at your finger and go, oh, that's not very big. I see what she means. They're little. They're little. So put your fingerprint in your jar. I can see you, remember. Put your fingerprint in your jar so you can, yeah. Oh, it's small. Look at how small your fingerprint is. Okay. Now I'm going to go and try to make a spiral. So watch. Okay, I'm going to try. It's a spiral, not a circle. So I land in the middle and I go around that one and I go around that one and then I stop. I can still see black, but I don't care. It's a shadow. And then I could put another one somewhere else and I land in the middle and I go around that one and I go around that one and I must be done. And are they one fingerprint big? They tend to grow when I put the white on it anyway. They're little. It's a tiny little. And how many times did I go around? Like 2 times? 1, 2. Okay. Maybe 3. I don't know. 2. Okay, now I'm going to go get my white paint. But this paintbrush has paint in it. And if I go touch my white paint, all my white paint will get dirty, right? So get your little paper towel, the one we've been using, and give it a pinch. It all won't come out, but most of it will. I fold it over and give it a pinch. See, no paint left. And, oh, I made a bunny. I made a bunny rabbit. Okay. I just do a pinch. And now I can get some white paint. But how much white paint do you think I need to decorate that? I have a feeling I'm going to make it pure white if I'm not careful. I'll just paint over the red with white. So everybody watch me. This is the trick. I'm going to get the tiniest speck you ever saw in your whole life. And you're going to be so jealous of how tiny I can be. Watch this. Look at how little it is. Oh my God, it's so little. Now you do it. Get a teeny tiny speck. So we're going to swirl it in. And we don't mix it together. That's just pink. Nobody cares about pink. Okay, watch. Now everybody pause and look up. I got my tiny speck. And I land in the middle and I go around that one, around that one, around that one. Done! I just turned on the light. Is there still red showing? Yeah. I just make a little swirl pattern. And then, oh, I need a teeny, I need a smaller. Who got too much white? Can you get it smaller next time? Let me see how small I can be. That's even smaller. Okay. And then I touch this one. I'm going to land in the middle. Doink. Around and around and around. Done! I made a spiral. You see mine? I did it. Okay, so remember what the brain has to do when it's learning something? First, you're frustrated and confused and kind of mad. I'm not getting it. This isn't working. Right? Then your brain understands and goes, oh, that's not so bad. And then all of a sudden it'll get easy and kind of boring. But I think we're still at frustrated and confused. We're like, I don't know, right? So now I'm gonna do 2 in the jar and 5 fly away. But when I run out of red paint, I'm gonna have to get more. So you ready? How big are they? 1 fingerprint big. And I'm gonna put 1 really close to the jar, and then they're gonna hop away and they're gonna go boink, 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 closer to the corner, but not in a straight line. Okay, so I get red and I go stab. Why? Because she can only hold so much paint, so I could just stab it. And I go, okay, how big? A fingerprint? And I go, all right, I make a spiral. Whee! Now you do it. Now I stab my red paint. Okay, now I'm going to go farther away even still. Woo! And I get another stab, and I go, oh, here's my chance to cover up my oopsie. Remember my oopsie when I made stars? I just go, woo! Okay, I just covered it. Okay, now 1, how many fly away again? 5? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 more. 3, 4 more. 5. Okay. Then I got 5. And where are they flying to? They're trying to get to this corner. So they go hop, 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 hop. Hey, those ended up in a straight line. That's not what I wanted to do. How did I do that? That's weird. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. That wasn't my on purpose. That was an accident. And clean my paintbrush because I want to go get white paint, but I don't want all this red in there. So I just clean it off. Now, how much white do I need? Who's a delicate poker? Oh my God, la 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 la. Then just real gentle, real soft. I'm going to put my spiral in my red. You want to see? Watch this. Here I go. I'm just going to land in the middle as soft as I can, so my paintbrush doesn't go blah, and open really big. I just do really soft and tiny, and I go around and around and around. And then I do this one around and around and around. Then I do this one around and around and done. Should I touch it more and make a white gumball? No. I just want to tan a ton and just turn on the light a little bit. I just get a speck, a ton, a speck. And then I go, whee, and then done. Do I go back and touch it more? No. I'm just trying to add a little decoration. I'm not trying to make pink. If I keep spinning, I'm just mixing red and white together, making a pink gumball. I want an interesting texture. And then I go, okay, last one. I land in the middle and go 1, 2, 3, done. It only takes 3 little swirls. And then I stop. And then I look at it. Okay, remember when I was saying how we need 3D? Let's look at our moon. Do you have dark areas on your moon? Do you have medium areas on your moon? Do you have white areas on your moon? 3D. Now let's look at our fireflies. Do you have dark red that didn't get anything? Do you have some pieces of white? Yeah. And of course it mixes and makes pink, right? So I go, oh, and do you have an interesting texture like a spiral? Okay, we're finished with red. You know what that means? We know how to do the whole painting. So when we're learning something, you have to be frustrated and confused, then you understand it, and then it's easy. So are you frustrated and confused making these anymore? No, now you understand it. You're like, oh, I get it. And which one was your ugliest one? The first one. And then as you kept going, they got easier. Because you have a good brain. And that's how you learn on this planet, is by doing, okay? Now I'm going to clean my paintbrush off, and I can put the lid on my red one. Put the lid on it, because I don't want it to dry. You could take these home and decorate with them. We'll just put them back in the bag, okay? Pinch. And it goes cleep. Hey, mine's not working. Let me try again. Cleep, and it makes a little noise. Now you do it. Put the lid on it for realsies, so it doesn't dry out. Okay, now I can get orange. Pop. How many fireflies in the jar? Do you guys know? 2. So I poke my paint and I go stab. And how many in the jar? And how big are they? A fingerprint? Okay. I'll put one here. Whee! And put my finger over it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then another one. Whee! Okay. I put 2 in the jar. How come this is easier? Because we understand it now. Because we've done it, and your brain's like, oh. Who put too much white on their fireflies? Could you just put less next time? Sure. Just put less. Who didn't put enough white? Could we just put a little bit more next time? Sure. Okay, now how many fly away? 5. Okay, so I stab my orange. Stab. Why? Because my paintbrush can only get so much paint. I put 1 near the jar, because they always the little escapees. So I go, what if I land on a star? The stars don't care. They're far away. So I go, spiral. I got one. Now how many more do I need? There's 1, 2, and where am I headed? I'm trying to get to this corner. Fly towards the corner. Get to the corner. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting closer. Each time I get a little closer. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I made it to the corner. I did. They went hop, hop, hop. I did it. Okay, now I gotta clean my paintbrush out because I want to get white. And I don't want my white to have a bunch of icky colors in it. So and then how do I clean it? Do I lick it off? No, you weirdos. I get a paper towel and I just pinch it like that and the paint comes out. Like that pinch. See? Okay, now how much white do I need? Who needs to get more white this time? Who needs to get a lot less white this time? Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to get a little tiny bit of white. I'm very tiny. I'm going to barely touch it. Boop. And then I'm going to make a spiral, which means I touch the middle and then go around it and stop. Okay, so watch. This one will be better because you already understand it. So I land in the middle and I go around that one and then around that one and stop. And then I go around that one and around that one and stop. And then I go around. Oh, I'm out of white. Let me do it again. I mean, how tiny of a poke. Itty bitty bitty. Tiny. Now I can go, okay, land in the middle and I go around that one, around that one. I turned on the light. Am I scribbling it together to make a baby orange? No. I'm putting a spiral on my orange so it will be shiny. Okay, so I land in the middle. Poke. And then I go around that one and around that one. Oh, that's my best one. Look at how many times I had to do it to get a good one. That's my favorite one. Okay, now I'm going to get a teeny tiny one. Okay, a little tiny bit. And I'm going to decorate this one. I land in the middle and go 1, 2, 3, done. And then I get a tiny speck more. And I go, that one I did too hard. Look how much white I got. I can already tell this one's going to be too white. But I forgive myself because I'm learning. So I land and I go around and around and around. And then around and around. I'm done. Who thought the orange ones were easier? How come? Because you know how. I know. That's what a good brain you have. You went, what? I don't get it. And now you're like, oh, this is easy, lady. I already know how. That's how fast you learn. So let's clean our paintbrush to get the next color. I bet you already know what color it is. Red, orange, yellow. So clean our paintbrush. Oh, and put the lid on your orange now. Bye, orange. Thank you. Now you can paint something at home with orange paint, but make sure you clip it. Let me push it all the way down. Okay, there. There, I pushed it all the way down, all the way around and around. Okay. Now where's my yellow? Open my yellow. Pop. Ooh, there's lots of yellow in here. Big squirt. Oh, I remember. Because what are we going to use this yellow for? Look at my grass. I put yellow in my grass to make it shiny. Instead of white, I use yellow. That's why I gave you so much yellow. Okay. That's okay, because I'm going to make spirals now. So fireflies. Okay, so how many go in the jar? 2. And how little are they? 1 fingerprint. Who thinks you can do this all by yourself? No helpsies. I know, right? You already understand it. It's practically easy. Good brain. Okay, stab your paint. Stab. And 2 in the jar. 1. Ooh, mine had some orange left in it. It looks like a fire. I like it. I'm going to keep it. A little bit more yellow. Whee! Okay. That's kind of see-through paint. Good thing we're going to put some white on there. Because that's a little bit see-through. I can see the black through it. Okay, now I'm going to put, how many fly away? 5. Okay, go close to the jar to start. 1. Okay. Now 5 fly away. Get to the corner. Who's beating me? You guys are fast. Oh my God. Okay. So I go 1, 2. You don't even need my help. 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it. You did it. Who knows what happens next? Did we turn on the light to those yellow ones? No. And we need to turn on the light. So we have to clean our paintbrush. So I take my dirty little paper towel, fold it, find a clean spot, and fold it over and pinch. So I don't put this dirty paint in my white paint. And how much white is it going to be? You already know. You know. How come? Because you have proof. You've already done it 2 times. So I get a tiny bit of white poke. And I'm going to spin it. Watch the light turn on these yellow. They get so much prettier with a little bit of white in it. So I land in the middle and make a swirl. Whee! I got brighter. And now I go, okay, a little bit more white and spin. Whee! Oh, I like my spiral texture now. I'm good at those. They go around and around. And let's like 2 times, 3 times, that's all. And then I stop. Otherwise, I'm mixing the paint together and nobody likes that. It's kind of like really boring. Okay, now I get to do the fly away ones. 5 of them. 1. I like that. That one came out good. 1. Let me get a speck more. One tiny speck more. And then spin. Whee! Oh, the light really comes on with the yellow. Whee! It's so shiny. And then whee! And then a wee, a swirl. Spiral. Wait, did I do 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it. Now I can put the lid on my yellow. Who's beating me? Did you finish yellows? Let me see. Look at you go. Oh my God, you guys are so speedy. How come it's so easy now? Because your brain fully understands it and you went past frustration and you totally, I know. Okay, clean your paintbrush. But we have more to do because we're going to do the full rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, so I put the lid on the yellow, save it for later. Now I'm going to get this green. We're not going to use dark green for our fireflies. This is just to make dark grass. So now, just get a minute. Okay, we're going to use this pretty bright neon green. Such a pretty green, okay? And I'm going to go, okay, who knows how to make fireflies? I think you do. So I go, how much paint do I need? Stab. How come? It's how much my paintbrush can hold. Whoop! Oh, my. Okay, did I just get a lot? I don't care. So how many go in the jar? 2. And I just go, I find 2 spots. Anywhere, just 2. And how big are they? A fingerprint? And I go, woo! Oh, hey, this one's see-through like a yellow. So good thing I'm going to put white in it. White helps. And then I go, woo! Another one. I'm going to use a lot. Look at this green. It's see-through. I'm going to use a lot of it. I'm going to get a scoop of it and kind of make it thick because I can see right through this green. It's baby green. Okay. Now I'm going to go, oh, how many fly away? I know you know. I was just asking. Okay, so I go 1 close to my jar. Whee! Okay. I need more paint. I don't like how see-through that is. Scoop. And then 1, 2. Another scoop. 3. Another scoop. 4. How come I get a scoop every time? Because this is very see-through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 5. Okay. Gosh, that's see-through. Good thing I'm using white. Look at what a baby little green that is. And then I clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Who already knows what to do next? I know. Gotta turn on the light. Gotta make it sparkle. So, but do I need a lot of white? No, just a little bit. Who's really good at the teensy tiny speck already? Look how gentle you are. You're just automatically switched to gentleness and you do it really soft. So I just poke my white and I just swirl it in and let's see what color it changes. I love it when it changes color. Oh, it's a super bright neon green. Me likey. A little speck more. And then 5 fly away. 1, 2, oh. You have to get a poke of white each time. Nothing happened to that one. I forgot to get a new poke. And then 2, 3. Oh, that was too much white. Look at what I did. Oh, wow. Okay, I was being aggressive. Calm down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. Are you beating me right now? Who's done with green? I know, right? Because you totally are on this. Okay. Red, yellow, green. Oh, what's next? You already know. Blue. Oh, put my lid on my green. Because I would like it to stay wet, right? I don't want it because the air will steal the water out of our paint and it's very frustrating. I don't like it. Okay, now I'm gonna clean my paintbrush pinch because what comes after green? Blue. So where's my blue? Oh, I still have mine open from when I did my sky. But how many go in the jar? Oh, look at the difference between blue and purple though. Oh my gosh, blue, purple, and black. They're very dark. You can tell the difference, can't you? Not black, not purple, blue. Okay. So I get the blue, and how many goes in the jar? Or are you already doing it? You don't need my help. Okay, so 2 in the jar. Poke. If you're running out of room, now do you see why we made them so little? But the full rainbow is way prettier. Okay, we made them little. And I put 2 in the jar. 1, 2. Cute. I already know that these are going to come out good because of my moon. 1, 2. And then how many fly away? 5. 1. Flying to get to the corner. Get to the corner. They're trying to fly away to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way in the corner. I made it. And then I clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Because I don't want a dirty paintbrush in my white. Okay. Now I can turn on the light in the blue. Who thinks you're going to be really good at blue by now? These are going to come out your best because you totally know how to do this. You were frustrated and confused, and then you understood it. Who thinks it's easy now? I know. You made it too easy, and your brain's like, so simple. Yeah, right, lady. Okay, now I get the white because we have good brains. And I go, okay, so I'm a spiral, which is not a circle. It's a swirl. And I land in the middle, and I go around it 2 times. 1, 2. I turned on the light. Did you see? That's so cute. And I get a speck of white more. And I go, spinny, spinny, spin. And then another speck. Whee! Ooh. Hey, that landed really white in the middle. I didn't mean to leave my goober. I smushed it a little. I didn't mean to leave a goober right in the middle. Okay, now I get more. And I spin in this one. Around and around and around. Can I show you up close just to make sure we both know? I'm going to show you. So I land in the middle, right? Poke. And I go around and around and around. Done. Spiral. So good. Okay. Now, oh, I have 2 more. Around and around and around. Around and around. Oh, I turn on the light. What color's left? This is our last one. How about if I say nothing? Okay, teachers can't help but talk because we talk all the time. So I will put my hand over my mouth. And you guys do the purple ones. 2 in the jar and 5 fly away. All by yourself. No helpsies. I'll cover my mouth. Watch. I clean my paintbrush. Where's purple? Okay. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk. I'm going to try. I'm going to try really hard. Be quiet. Oh, I have to tell you how black this looks. Good thing I'm going to put white on it, but I'll cover my mouth again. I have to find holes where I'm missing one. Oops, I talked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, come on, white. I love it. Ooh, it's a good color. Whee! Did you see how we had to put white or it would have just dried black, huh? We did a good job. Okay, make sure the lid's on everything when you're done. You don't need me to tell you that already. Put the lids back on. See how I didn't say anything and you still knew what to do? How come? We went frustrated and confused, then we understood it, and then it was easy. Who feels like that came out better than you thought it would? Isn't it adorable? And everybody's is different, but very cute. Very cute. Now we should do our jar. Look at my jar. So it's very hard to do because we're used to crayons and markers, and we tend to scribble, right, to try to get color out, because crayons and markers, you push hard, right, trying to get the color to scratch off on the paper. Paint isn't like that. Paint is very smooth. So all you have to do is push your paintbrush, whee, and it makes a nice line. You do not have to scribble. But we're going to paint it blue and then put white on it. Let's do the jar together, the top of the jar. Okay, so same little blue paintbrush. Where'd she go? Oh, I put her down. There she is. I lost it in my napkins. And I'm going to get my blue paint. There she is. And you see your pencil, right, for the jar, the lid of the jar. They're just lines. They're just lines. Well, let's make them blue lines. And then we'll put a tiny bit of white on them and see if they shine. You want to see? Watch me. Okay, so everybody pause what you're doing and watch what I'm doing. And then afterwards, you can go back to what you were doing. So I get my blue. Why? Because it holds, that's how much it can hold. I'm going to have to stop like 5 times and get more paint. But watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, watch me. So am I going to scribble this on and make a furry glass jar? No, it has to be smooth. So I have to go like this. Watch me. Don't look away. And I push my paintbrush. I don't pick it up. Run out of paint. More paint. Stab. Now I do the next line. Push. Okay, more paint. Do the next line. Push. Do I scribble? Nope. I'm pushing my paint so it's smooth. Wait, more paint. Wee. And then I clean my paint. Oh, bye, pencil. I don't want to look at you anymore. Goodbye. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Watch this. Now I'm going to get a tiny bit of white, just like the Fireflies, and just don't look away. Keep watching. Now I'm going to put a teeny tiny little string of white on top of my blue. Watch me. Don't look away. Right down the belly of the blue, and it turns baby blue all by itself. Do not get more. Try to run out of white. Oh, you know why? The first line is very shiny because of the moon, but as I run out of paint, it gets lighter and lighter. All by itself, it runs out of white paint and becomes baby blue. But did I scribble? No, scribble would make furry glass. So I just push my paint like this, like that. And it just squishes out the sides and makes it smooth. So it's blue with a piece of white on it. Can you do that? And can you walk around, and some people can't see their jar anymore, and help them draw it again? They lost theirs because they put the Fireflies on top of their drawing. Just check on that for me since I'm not there. And then I clean my paintbrush because it's got white on it. Now that I did the top of the jar, who thinks the rest of the jar is easy? You put blue on it, then white on it, but no scribbling, because that would make it furry. Okay, so I get my blue and I stab my blue. Stab! Oh, right? And that I have Sharpie, so mine's gonna look weird too. Yours is pencil, but I just watch. I put the blue on it. Wee, bye, blue. Okay, and then I'm gonna get I get to do the bottom. Look at the bottom. The bottom is a little loop-de-loop. Ooh, I have to stop and get paint every time I make a line because I run out. Irritating, but it's a tiny paintbrush, so she can only hold a tiny bit of paint. Poke, more paint. Whee! And I push my paintbrush full of paint. Okay, now that it's blue That's so boring. I don't even want to look at it. It's just blue, right? So how I'm going to turn on the light. I clean my paintbrush and get a speck of white and just try to streak the blue so it smears a little, just a tiny bit of white on top. Whee! And because the blue, it's already wet with blue, it's very slippery. Whee! Whee! And they won't come out perfectly straight. You know why? Because you're a human and humans can't make straight lines. So it's ish. Right? You're like, it kind of looks like a jar. That's all I got to do. You know what I mean? Because if I could draw like a computer, all perfectly straight lines, that would be weird. Hey, what? Now we're gonna make a tree. You guys ready? So, oh no, we have to put the glow in the dark paint on the tree first. So clean your paintbrush, pinch, and find your glow in the dark paint. Here she is. Hey, mine has a little bit of water floating on top. Do you have that? Do you have water in your glow in the dark paint? Let's stir it. But our paintbrush is dirty. So can we use our stick to stir it? Do you see the glow in the dark paint? She looks greenish white. See it? And if I went like this, she glows. But I have a little bit of, I need to stir it a little bit with my stick. I can't use my paintbrush part because it will make it turn blue. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna use my stick. Oh yeah, look, oh, it's all chunky. Spinny, spinny, spinny. Stir that water in there. Get in there, water. Oh, here it comes. Now it's smooth. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Oh, it got smoother. It got, because the water and mix it. Look at what I'm doing with my stick. That's neato. Can you hear that it sounds like there's sand in it? Do you hear that? That is the little beads of plastic that hold the glow-in-the-dark chemical in it. Watch, I'll show you. Use your fingers and touch it and go like this and feel it. These beads are so tiny, but you can feel them. And you're like, oh, so the thicker I put the paint, the more glow-in-the-dark beads will be in it. Does that make sense? Okay, so I go, oh, let's use our finger to put it on our moon and see what happens. You ready? Did you stir? Okay, so we're gonna put it on the swirly part. And we don't have to make it solid. And look, okay, no, we're not using our paintbrush to put on this glow-in-the-dark paint. We're gonna use our finger. Not your paintbrush, we're gonna use our finger. Okay, it's bigger and it will go faster. Okay, so I get my finger full of glow-in-the-dark paint, and and you can't go side to side because at night this glow-in-the-dark paint's gonna show. And if you scribble, you're gonna have a bunch of Z's glowing. No, I go like this and I go around and oh, look at the pretty pattern it makes with my finger. It makes like fireworks. Look at it. Look at the neat pattern. But it's gonna dry clear like Elmer's glue. It's not gonna stay white like this. It's gonna dry. So I get more with my finger. All right. And I get more. Spinny, 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 spinny. I'm gonna get closer to my moon. Spinny, spinny. Not my moon yet. We're gonna put it real thick on the moon. Okay? Just the glow around the moon. Whee! I can go far away. Look at the sparklers I'm getting. I like it. Look at the glow. Look at it. Look at it sparkle. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's going to glow in the dark. You can't see it until tonight, but you're going to freak out. But don't use up all your glow in the dark paint. It's for your fireflies. Okay, so some. Okay. And then, can you put it on thick and really smooth on the moon? Very slow, smooth and thick. Watch this. Oh yeah, rainbow smile, right? But very soft, so it goes on thick. Oh, more paint. I want my moon to glow bright. So I'm gonna put it on really thick and really smooth. Okay, more. Oh, now that it's super, I'm doing it as soft as I can with the very flattest part of my finger where it's really flat and floofy, right? And I go smooth. Oh, that is smooth and flat. Oh, just really thick on my moon. Look what a good job I did. Ew. Don't pick your nose now with glow-in-the-dark paint or your nose will glow and it would burn. Because smells like ammonia and that would hurt your nose, right? We don't play with the paints, right? So I go, okay, let me clean off my finger because we get to make grass. And there's a line, right, on your painting, and where the grass goes down here. And you can see mine because it's made out of Sharpie. You can still, I don't get to cover mine up, but you will because yours is pencil. I don't like that where my line shows, but whatever. It just means make the grass higher than the line. That's all that means. That's all. It just says flick higher. That's all it says. But look at this super dark green paint I have. This grass is super dark green, but then we put bright green and yellow to make her shine, and white to make her shimmer shine. Okay, so I'm going to open your super, super dark green, but are we going to use the teeny tiny paintbrush? That would take forever. Let's switch to the yellow paintbrush, right? Oh, she's all stiff and dried out. Watch, go like this and put it on your hand and just rub it back and forth. Oh, she got soft again. She was just a little stiff and sleepy. Okay, now watch. Now I'm going to get super thick and I'm going to try to get all this dark green paint below the line. I could use my finger too, but I'm afraid it's a mess. And don't be afraid of getting it on your cardboard easel. Don't care. Okay, watch this. Sloppy, sloppy, slop. I want to use my finger. I'm going to use my finger because it's funner. I'm going to get my finger and go smear, 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 smear. Just one finger. Don't be a pig about it. And go, okay, I'm going to get it all wet with green. All wet with green. Super, super thick. Use up my whole cup of green paint. Super dark green. Ew, 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 ew. Oh, I still have green left in my cup. Should I stop? Make sure you're using dark green. Somebody using black. The student in the very back of the room is using black. It's green paint. Dark green paint. Okay, now I go scoop. Oh my gosh, look how much paint I got. I don't care. Smeary, smeary, smear. Oh, smear, 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 smear. Plop, plop, goo, goo. I still have green in my cup. I'm going to get more. Ew, this is disgusting. This lady is crazy. Now I'm going to clean my hands. I bet I did that faster than you because it was kind of freaking me out. I want to get all, I don't like all that on my hand. Hey, who's painting their hands? Please stop. Stop painting your hands. If it's not you, it's the other room. Okay? Adults are walking around the whole time. Okay? Now I'm going to get my super dark green. Okay? And now we're going to decorate it. Okay? But look what I did with my paintbrush. You see the dark green down there? She dries kind of black. But do we leave it dark green? No. We're going to use our yellow paintbrush and flick up with yellow, white, and baby green. But how come we can only flick up? I'll show you. Watch this. If I go like this, everybody pause and look up. Watch me. If I go up, flick. Oh, it's pointy. But watch me ruin it. I'm going to scribble. And I just landed I just made a box. What is this supposed to be? No, now it's a square. So if I would like it to look like grass, what's the texture? Land on the bottom and flick. Land on the bottom and flick. Now watch. I'll get my yellow. And and go flick. Oh, I streaked it. And what if I got some white on that? And I go flick. Oh, it's even prettier. Okay, so we're gonna make that. So can you find your yellow? No, let's put white on it first. So find your yellow paintbrush. Find your yellow, clean your hand and find your yellow paintbrush. Yellow, yellow. She always ends up under the napkins. She hides. So I'm going to get white and get a scoop of white and just put blobs of white on it. Blobby, 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 blob. Oh, more. Blob, 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 blob. Ew, I'm ruining my white. I don't care. This is the end of using my white, so I don't care. But I just go blobby, blobby, blah, blah, blah with my paintbrush. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just dropping off the, remember when we did the moon? And then we dropped off some white and then we played with it? Okay, now I'm going to get yellow. Everybody pause and look up. Watch this. Dirty paintbrush, don't care. I get a scoop of yellow and the yellow makes the grass. So watch this. Everybody pause. Look at mine. Everybody look up. You're not looking. I can't start until you're looking. Ask your students to watch. Okay, I'm going to touch with the yellow on my paintbrush, right? I touch the bottom and go flick. Oh, it made a streak. And I went past the pencil. Streak. Oh, and they touch. Whoop. Oh, whoop. And then I might hit a yellow. I might hit a white and I might not, but I just grab the dark green and go swoop and swoop and swoop. Oh, pokey. But I can only push up. How come I can only go up? Pointy tops. I go up and then up with I just get another glob of yellow, a huge glob, and then I push up. Ooh, uh-oh, I'm about to hit a white spot. Do I care? No, it'll be super shiny. So I go whoop. Oh, I love it. And they do touch. They touch, right? Because grass touches. And I touch the very bottom of my painting and I push up. Uh-oh, I'm out of yellow. Look it, it's ugly without the yellow. Oh, let me get yellow. Stab. Stab the yellow and get a whole bunch and go up, 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 up. Ooh, more yellow. I'm making streaks. Up, 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 up. Pretty. More yellow. As soon as it's not making yellow, I get more. Up, 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 because green is very powerful, the dark green, and she tries to erase it. But look, uh-oh, somebody's afraid to get some grass on their jar. Don't I have to put grass on my jar? Otherwise, it looks like my jar is trying to float away, like being abducted by aliens. So watch me. Here I go. I'm gonna put grass on my jar. How come? Because my jar is in the grass. Look at me. Who's not putting their grass on their jar? You can do it. There. Now it's resting in the grass. Nice. Uh-oh, I'm out of yellow. More yellow. Yellow streaks. Up, 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 up. I can go back and put a few more pieces. Up, 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 up. I can only flick up. How come? I know. I don't like that my Sharpie shows, but yours is way prettier. Do you have, okay, now let's check for 3D. Do you have dark pieces, medium pieces, and yellow pieces? Teachers, check to make sure people are putting grass on their jar. Put grass on your jar. It goes in front. Don't be afraid. It goes from one end of the painting, all the way over here, the grass, to all the way on the end on this side. Grass, grass, grass. And do you scribble? If you scribble, what will happen to your yellow? Who's more powerful, dark green or yellow? Dark green. If you scribble them together, dark green eats your yellow up. And then the yellow dies. Because she's more powerful. So you just go flip and let the yellow float on top of the green, the dark green. No scribbly because, it's up, and just put a little texture. 3D, dark, medium, light, yeah. I have white pieces, I have yellow pieces, and dark green pieces, yeah. That's 3D. And I have grass touching my jar, and on one end of the painting, all the way to the other end of the painting. And I just went like this, up, up, and teachers are walking around helping. Look at how smart you guys are. You have such good helpers. And then, is there any dark green just sitting there by herself? No, she got decorated. And I put grass in front of my jar. How come? Because my jar is sitting in the grass, so the grass has to be on top. The grass is on top of my jar. So put yellow on your jar. Go whoop, 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 right there in front. And streak it going up, up, up. Nice texture. Nice texture. Streak, streak, up, up, up. Yep. Good job. Who loves it? I love it too. But now we're going to make a tree. Look at mine. What's in front of my moon that makes it so interesting? A whittle tree. Can I teach you how to draw one of these? I will show you. I will show you, but you have to trust me and not go fast. Okay, we'll do it together. But in order to paint the tree, we have to turn our painting like this and put the moon on the bottom because it's easier. Look, I'm going to draw, it's closer to me, and I'm going to pull my paintbrush like this. So turn your painting, and I'll know everybody's ready after your paintings are turned. So turn your painting like this. Because is this really a tree? No. Trees grow outside. This is a shape that reminds me of a tree. Does that make sense? All I have to do is get the shape to remind me of a tree. Okay? So I'm going to get my black. Find your black. We're going to use our blue paintbrush and black. You ready? Turn your painting. I don't see your painting turned. You're not ready. If it's not you, it's the other class. Turn your painting. There we go. And find your black paint and your baby blue paintbrush, so it will be a very skinny tree. The yellow one will make a giant tree. Okay? Turn your painting. Okay, so I'm gonna stab. Oh, let me show you the demonstration first. This is a tree. So I hold my paintbrush upside down with a pinch. It's not a pencil. And I pull like this. That's how I get it to be skinny. So I'm pinching and pulling. It's very weird, but it works. Okay? So, and the pattern goes like this. I touch my stick, and they go straight up the branches, right? They don't go out. No, they go up. So I go, okay, I'm going to touch the side, and I go up. And then I would like to put another one. I can't let it touch on the bottom because that'll make a fork, right? Do not wash your hands. You have to finish the tree first. Okay, so now I'm going to go like this and go, oh, I'm going to touch it and go a little higher. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to go to the right and to just a few more. Okay, so now we're going to make it on our up here. So I'm going to I hold my paintbrush upside down. Look at me. Upside down. Stab your black really hard because we have far to go. Ooh. And we're going to touch the bottom of our painting right here and pull. Look at me. I'm holding it but upside down, and I'm going to pull it. Smash, pull, 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 right on top of and then I let go. Oh, there's my branch. Pull, 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 upside down paintbrush. I'm pulling my elbows on an elevator. Up. Okay, now we stab our black paint some more. Get more. Don't scribble it. We're pulling. Okay, now watch. Now I'm going to make a branch, but I have to touch this branch, right? But they're parallel. It's just going to go next to it, just a little shorter. So I touch it, smash, and pull. Ta-da! I made another one. I just made one branch. Do not decorate anything but the tree right now. Okay, now I'm going to do another one on this side. So I go a little bit higher, higher on the stick on the other side and go, woo! Now I have two branches, a low branch and a high branch. Now I'm going to put little twigs, but I'm going to climb it. I'm going to go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and then that's all. Good job. Just a few, and then stop. Don't put any more. That's a stop. Because what do we really want? Leaves. Okay, now I'm going to go like this, and my leaves are made out of little dots. But they just go on the end of the twigs. So I just go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, then the left, then the right, then the left. I go a little higher each time. I'm walking up my little branch. Just a little tiny poke, a teeny tiny itsy bitsy just born poke. And then I turn my paintbrush. Now I can turn it like that and go, oh, I have a tree. An itty bitty little tree branch is covering up my, oh. And do you know why we put the glow-in-the-dark paint on there first? Oh, you need to see that. Did I go off the screen right there? I'll show you. Oh. And they're just little, and then I just go like this, touchy, touchy, touch, just for the tips. Only the tips get little leafy pokes, little tiny miniature little pokies, like that. And then turn it. And once you have one little branch, it's adorable. And then because we put the glow-in-the-dark paint on, at night, you'll see the tree. I know. It's so cool. So cool. And then when we're ready, when you think you have a little branch, I have a little tiny branch with little tiny leaves. Now we turn it like this. All we have, and then the grass is very wet. Whoa. Okay, now I can use my finger and put glow-in-the-dark paint on all of my fireflies. And why do we use our finger? Because it will put it on really, really thick so that my fireflies are very bright at night. If I use my paintbrush, I tend to put it on really skinny, and then at night I'm like, oh, it's not very glowy. But if I use my finger really thick, like when I put it on the moon, it looks way better. Okay, where's my glow-in-the-dark paint? I found it. Okay. And I'm not afraid to put a lot because I'm adorable, and I get a scoop, and I put a swirl in each one. The ones in the jar gets a goop. Hey, it turned it white. Oh, don't worry. It'll turn clear like Elmer's glue, and just leave the powder. It's the powder I put in the gel that makes it glow. So the gel will turn clear, and it won't be white anymore. But I put a goober on this one and a goober on that one. The thicker it is, the brighter it's going to be. Goober, goober, goober. And teachers, if you have a Sharpie, you can make sure you write their names on the back of the painting. And if they're coming back tomorrow, you can leave the paintings here to dry overnight. But when you lean them against the wall out of the way, lean them on its side like this. This side has a bunch of paint on it, but this doesn't have any paint on it. So it can, you know what I mean? Or even upside down, because like it won't hurt the carpet. And but you write their name on the back with a Sharpie, so we don't forget. I should have said that earlier. Okay, and that way they don't take them home wet, because look how thick this grass is, very wet. Ooh, 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 I think I just got grass in that one. Okay, now I got more. I have more to do. Uh-oh, I have all the flyaway ones to do. Scoop, smear, scoop, smear. Oh, you're jealous of mine. It's going to be brighter than yours because I'm putting mine on thick and you are jealous. Look at mine. Who's very proud of themselves right now? Who thinks this came out better than you thought it would? You were like, there's no way, lady. There's no way I can paint this. You're crazy. I can't paint this painting. And now that we did it, look at what a good brain you have for following directions. And did you know we just did 2 hours straight and you did not need a recess? Look at what a good brain you have. Most kids your age can only do maybe an hour, 45 minutes, and then they're tired and they get mad. Not you. Oh no. You have an excellent brain, and you went a whole 2 hours, and you did not need a rest because we're decorating and we did an excellent job. Oh, look at all mine. Are you doing all your glow in the darks? So we can't take it home today because it will smear, right? But if we rest it against the side of the walls, and let it dry overnight with your name and the Sharpie on the back of it. And who's going to take their paints home or use them for another project? This is the whole rainbow. Oh my gosh. And adults, if you wash out the paintbrushes really good, these are very expensive paintbrushes, the yellow one. And they make flowers and leaves and stuff. They're called a round paintbrush. You can buy really cheap flat paintbrushes because it takes no skill to make a flat paintbrush, but round paintbrushes are actually shaved smooth. Oh, my hands. Look at my hands. Do yours look like this? Don't worry, it comes off with water, but you have to go like this. I get water on my hands and I have to count to 20. Waiting, and then after the water soaks into the paint, then it comes off, but not right now when it's dry. Okay, put the lids on all your paints. It's not your teacher's job to clean up after you. Put your lids on your paints. Okay, my lids are on my paint. Uh-oh, my yellow's ruined. I don't think I'll get to use yellow for anything. It's full of green paint. Hi. I don't know, but all my other colors are pretty. I'll decorate with them. But remember, anytime you use black and you touch any other color, the color turns gray. So watch out for using black paint. And then, where's my bag? If you still have your bag, you can put all your stuff in your bag. Oh, that's helpful. Who's not keeping their paints? You could just trash them. If you're not keeping them and you're like, there's no way my mom will let me paint at home, you could trash them. I mean, they're not precious. I just love art supplies and I just don't like to see them go to waste. And then you cannot take your apron off until there's no paint around you, because I swear you'll touch the paint and then touch your clothes. It happens every time. So wait until everything's clean and take the paintbrush off last. Who's taking their paints home? You can set them to the side, okay? And then, do you have any dirty napkins you need to get rid of? That's filthy. Could you help teacher and find your dirty napkins? Ew, ew, ew. I even have a dirty plate. What? Gross. Okay, I'm gonna go throw mine in the garbage. I'm going. There, my garbage was on the other side of the room. Good job, you guys. You did a great job.